Welcome back.
Oh, look at it. How long is this thing? 5.6 meters. That's as long as the Century. Actually, I guess it's a little longer than the Century. Gosh damn. 490 pound-feet of torque. Stock. Let's put a blower on it, put some tires to it, and see how it does. And weight reduction will make a huge difference on this thing. Yeah, I never knew there was a Superbird in this game. But I love it. This thing looks sick. Let's see how much weight we can pull out of it. $1,200 upgrade takes 211 kilograms out. Holy crap. And then 5,500 to get another, what, 60 kilograms out? So we took 270 kilograms, and that's what, like 500 pounds out of the thing? Something like that. That's spicy. I don't really want to blow another 22 grand on that kind of stuff. And we have standard or sports tires, so we're going to keep the mediums that we got. I don't know if I want to put a trans in it yet, because I don't know how much it shifts, or how well it shifts. How much is the blower? 13 grand to put 200 more horsepower in it. You can never go wrong with strapping a blower on your Hemi, brother. What is the picture there? Like, why not put the big block motor in the picture, or the wing on the Superbird, instead of just the intake nostril of, like, this is weird. Okay, definitely put an exhaust on it, because we want to see it. Is that a 6-into-1 header? I just never noticed that. I need that for the... Oh, never mind. I don't want to release that to anybody. Okay, and because it's going to be heavy, throw some brakes at it. And I know we're spending a lot of money on this thing, but if I'm going to use it for all three of those, and I know one of those events gets you a racing Camaro, because I used that a ton as a kid, you know, I want to have decent stuff in here. So if you went NA tuning, you could go NA almost to what the blower, or to more than what the blower has for power, which is interesting. But, you know, we could port polish for a bit more, we could balance for a little bit more, racing chip. $1,500 for 20 horsepower, that's not bad. I love how you can't displacement up because it's already massive. But yeah, I think we'll do that for now. We'll see how this does. Alright, let's do hot rod. That's what it's for. I don't know how quick this is going to be or how terrible it's going to be, but with tracks like El Capitan, it might struggle, but New York, it should be alright, I think. The picture is Vipers that we're racing against, so I'm not really sure. Alright, SVT Cobra, F-150 Lightning, that's cool. Camaro, Mustang, and Shelby Super Series. Interesting. Okay. I don't really remember what the Super Series, or whatever the hell it is, what that even looks like. Oh, that looks weird. Okay, well, let's see how our Daytona, or Superbird, whatever you want to call it, see how it looks. I like this blue. Oh, it's only a 4-speed. Oh, and I left assists on. The handle's pretty good for a stock suspension. Oh, come on, man. It's trying to look in there. You can't just close the door like that. Oh no, we're gonna be redlining the whole straightaway. Wow. Is that a pink Camaro? Why is it pink? I actually kind of don't hate it. Looks pretty sick. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to get destroyed in the Super Series, but... Or not Super Series, I forget what the final American event is called, but we'll see. I mean, we might not even win this race because I'm going to be redlining at 130. Oh, 128. Yeah. See if we can chase down this Mustang with our terrible gears. Yeah, I thought I'd have enough gearing for this, and for El Capitan it should be okay, and Laguna Seca maybe it's okay. But for the next race series, we'll definitely have to put a trans in it. Need at least a 5-speed if the gear's going to be like this. Because I can tell it wants more. It wants to go quicker. Yeah, it hauls in 4th gear and then just stalls out. So if we had a 5th or a 6th, or a really long 4th gear, maybe we'd be alright. But we're right on this Mustang's tail, but he's going to pull away the moment we get into high gear. But we've got all that extra torque in the low ones. I feel like I'm always too friendly in the corner. I try and dive to the outside, but I always kind of leave too much space. Okay, you can't push me into the guardrail, my guy. Average Mustang driver would be like. Other than some of the older Shelby Mustangs, I love the look of that Cobra R. That thing looks so cool. I think they should have done something with a backup camera in this car to look at the wing. Like, it should have been on the roof looking back, and you just see the big satellite dish hanging out back there. We're just blowing the tires apart 24/7. And we're already redlined a third of the way down the straight. It's just insane. Yeah, I never thought when I said to myself, yeah, I'm going to replay the Gran Turismo series, or replay GT4, my favorite game. I never thought I'd be in a Superbird. So I just didn't think they existed in this game, but I remember back in Forza 6, I think, one of my favorite drift cars was actually like the Fast and Furious Superbird, because it was huge, it looked sick, and then you could put a NASCAR motor in it and just drift that. And for some reason it had a ridiculous amount of angle, but I had it tuned that it would, oh my gosh, I never understood like that. I had it tuned so that it would drift super well, but it would be super slow. So I'd be doing like 3/4 of the speed as the other cars that I was drifting with, but I'd be holding more angle. So whenever I did any kind of tandems with it, if I was in the front of the train, I was screwed, because I would be blocking everyone, people would be checking up, and it was brutal. It was so much fun to whip it, because it had so much power, so much grip. And when I say so much grip, I mean side bite. It had really good side bite somehow. Yeah, this thing's got so much torque, it just feels like it doesn't even care what gear you're in. So I wish I could put it into a 7th at this kind of gear ratio, but alright. Alright, so winning all these races is just going to put that better transmission in, basically. If we're going to race these in the other two competitions, which I'm going to do at least the Stars and Stripes one, but it may not be good enough for the the best one, but let's put better flywheel parts and shit in here too. Carbon drive shaft, why not, you know? Okay, let's go with that. Before I blow all my money on the Superbird. I just love it. It looks so good. Just such a unit. Yeah, we'll definitely do the Stars and Stripes with this. I think the All-American, we might need to put a Ford GT and put a supercharger on it. I don't know. But it's just US cars only, so there's probably going to be race cars in there. Because it's kind of all cars permitted. So we might even take the Cadillac CN for that one. I didn't think of that. Put some good tires on it. Whew. We got a plan, boys. Alright. Now that we've got that new transmission and diff in here, what we're going to do is kind of just set it to be just a bit longer. I'm not going to play with anything else. I'm just going to slam the ratios over because it seems to have lots of power. And then limited slip. And you know me, let's weld the diff, brother. And then take all the driving aids off. Alright. Okay, so now that we have the way longer gears in the trans, flywheel upgrade, clutch upgrade, drive shaft upgrade, turn the assists off, we should have a much better shot of this. And seeing that there's a Dodge Ram here is kind of funny. Then we welded the diff as well, so. Yeah, this trans has 6 speeds, so that's good. Oh, it's still understeers like crazy. I love the transmission whine in this game. It sounds so cool when you put good transmissions in your cars. And one thing with the motor that this has in it, with the supercharger, it makes peak power around 4,500. So revving this thing to redline doesn't actually make you any gains, because it dies. Like, it dies in power towards the redline. Like, the power graph is just disgusting. Oh, I wasn't trying to pass him, but I'll save. There we go. I'll send it. Alright. Yeah, the welded diff actually really helps a lot with this thing. Next thing would be some tires and some suspension to lower it down quite a bit. I think the back is nice and low, but the front is pretty tall. So its center of gravity is pretty high up. But it is a giant boat of a race car from the 60s, so. Yeah, new transmission makes this like a whole different car. I've actually got some top speed. It's crazy. Oh, the big chunders too. There we go, now we're rolling. Yeah, it's like, this thing's not Buick Special fast, I don't think. I thought it'd be a little bit quicker, but maybe if I spend the rest of the money, take the weight out, fully upgrade the power, get that extra 40 horsepower of power, and put some good tires at it, maybe it'll be alright. Oh, it's doing better than the Viper is, so. Oh man, I'm just gonna off-road it, don't mind me. Oh, he used the gutter technique. Yeah, it's hard to handle on the stock suspension. It's hard to feel when it compresses and stuff. Because it kind of just, there's just so much car and it just understeers and bounces. But it's so much fun to drive. Alright, last lap. Just trying to get it a little sideways. It's hard to handle. There's not a lot of feeling to the stock suspension. That's for sure. Alright, let's see if I can do the corkscrew kind of correct this time. You gotta be on the brakes well before you start turning right for this thing. Oh yeah, big burnout. Yeah, this thing wants racing slicks. After going through that wet race in the last episode or whatever with the Skyline and going on super softs compared to just regular medium slicks, like, it's a night and day difference. Felt like a whole different car, and I feel like this thing would benefit a lot from it, for sure. But there we go. We're gonna shake it down. Now, my favorite track up next. As the AI just slams into the wall for whatever reason. Sick. Alright, this time we got a Dodge Ram, brother, on the lead. And then the Callaway C12. I like the look of the Callaway in this game. It's kind of cool. It's like just a fancy Corvette type of deal. I'm just gonna let her rip. Lighten the tires up in third, doing 100. There we go. It lit the tires up in third all the way until I was doing 80 miles an hour. Look at these two. No fighting. Oh, cold tires. This thing does not handle well on cold tires. Imagine you're fighting with a Cobra and you look in your rearview mirror and you see this boat drifting behind you. Yeah, that Corvette is gone. Oh, shoot the gap. Oh! I don't know how I fit through there. The Dodge Ram's actually not doing too bad. He's keeping up with his GTO. I mean, not like that's hard or anything crazy to do, but sneak up the inside of him. We're coming for that Callaway. I'm surprised that this thing can even handle the bumps. Oh my gosh, don't lose it. I was just going to say, I'm surprised it can even handle the bumps and not get thrown around, but as it gets sideways by that much. Yeah, the back tires are already worn from, not worn, but already warmed up from how much they are getting punished. Trying to get some tire temps in the front. I went in there a little too hot and almost destroyed him. Tried to bail out on the right, but I ran out of road. Luckily we didn't hit him, and we're caught back up already. Oh, I didn't realize this thing has a giant antenna on the right. I thought maybe there was like a crack in my screen or something. Yeah, it wasn't trying to overtake, I was just trying to not hit him. Oh, wait, listen to that thing. Here, let me speed up next to him. Man, that thing sounds good. Okay, you can't just push me into the inside, but alright. I think that thing's turboed. It sounds wicked. Oh, the compression through there, and then you get a little bit of lift off, trying to gather it up to turn back right. Such a fun part of this course. Sorry, I had to scratch my face, my bad. Oh, don't be sliding like that. Yeah, this thing's actually kind of good, but it's fun to drive. Especially now that the fronts are warmed up, I can actually lean on them a little bit. I'll just do a burnout here, don't mind me. Doing a 90-mile-an-hour burnout in fourth gear. It's just something else, man. I'm already an eighth of the way down a tank. Or sorry, a 10th of the way down. Can't read the gauge. Wow, this thing's sick. I'm glad we started using this thing. I didn't want to have too many episodes of Buick Special. I wanted some variety. Even though the Buick Special would be much faster. Alright, let's see how fast it'll get on the way in. 162, that's not too bad. I was kind of expecting a bit more top speed, if I'm honest, if this was meant to be like a NASCAR back then. But I mean, I'm sure they did a bunch of motor stuff to make more power, but... Whereas I'm just doing burnouts everywhere I go. Yeah, if I was going to do an endurance race here in this thing, I would definitely have to like take the hardest tires known to man, because I'm going to be definitely hard on them the whole time. Or go like ultra soft tires and just try and make the time up before the tires die, and make up an extra pit stop or two. Depends on what I'm racing up against, I think, if I was doing that. I mean, 10-second lead on the Callaway, it's probably 30 or 35 to pit, if I remember right. That's 10 seconds after 3 laps, so 3 seconds a lap on these tires. It's not too bad. Then I just put less fuel in the car, keep it at like half a tank or whatever, so that I could be lighter. That would help a lot as well. Which I don't even know if this game actually simulates the weight of the fuel in the tank. I'm assuming it would if it gives you the option to refuel. And not have it just be like a limiter type of thing to how far you can drive. But I feel like they probably actually do simulate that. They probably don't simulate it moving around, but they probably just have a mass in the bottom of the car. But I'm not really sure. I'll have to look into the physics of that later. Ooh. Just trying to get it sideways in the last corner, and it just barely held it. But there we go. This championship's done. Let's see if this thing can compete in the American one next. Alright, let's see what the prize car is. Ow, wow. Oh, 454 big block Chevelle. God damn.